Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kendall. Today I'm going to be sharing my December TBR. So you might be thinking, Kendall, we're already a week into the month. It's a little late to be sharing your TBR, but I still wanted to get it up because I'm hoping to get back into making content fully on this channel in December, and I thought my TBR would be a perfect way to do it. As you can see, we are very excited for Christmas in our house. We put our tree and our garland and everything up the weekend after Thanksgiving. And I'm actually yet to read a holiday romance book because I've been purposely waiting for this video, but also because I'm still finishing up one of my reads from November. I also have my holiday nails all ready to go. I did like the little cat eye trend. I don't even know if the camera's picking up on them, but I'm obsessed with them. I'm fully in the Christmas spirit. So all of these books are on Kindle Unlimited, which we love. If you have KU, I highly recommend taking 5, 10, maybe even 30 minutes scrolling through all the different holiday books that they have, because there were some that surprised me. There's a few that I was like, I didn't realize this was on KU, and instantly downloaded. I'm currently filming this on December 5th, and I am at 43 out of 50 books on my reading goal for the year. So there are quite a few books on my TBR, but that's because I'm really hoping I can finish the year strong and meet my reading goal. Without further ado, let's get into the TBR. I have my iPad here with me, which I'm going to be looking down at. I figured this would be easier to glance at than my Kindle, so that's what I'm looking at. The first set of books I want to read this month is a group of novellas. Actually, it's called the Under the Mistletoe collection, and there are 5 of them. Each novella is written by a different romance author, which is really fun. I read one earlier this summer that was similar to this, and I'm trying to remember who I think Abby Jimenez was one. There was like Rosie and the Dreamboat or something. I don't remember exactly their names, but this seems very similar to that, but winter, Christmas, holiday themed, so I jumped on board. The Under the Mistletoe collection is described as sexy December romances to warm the cold winter nights. They can be read or listened to in one swoony sitting, which we love. Like I said, I think this will be good for jumping right into the holiday season and not having to pick up a big book and instead just a group of novellas. First novella in this collection is by Miss Allie Hazelwood. It's called Cruel Winter with You. Now, I read 2 Allie Hazelwood books this year. It was Bride and Not in Love, and I loved both of them so much. So when I saw that she kind of kicked off this collection of novellas, I immediately jumped on board and was like, I need to read that. All newly minted pediatrician Jamie Malik wants is to borrow a roasting pan for Christmas dinner. Unfortunately, that requires her to interact with Mark, her best friend's troubling brother, who's now a tech billionaire. He's the one who got away. She's the one who broke his heart. Outside, a howling blizzard. Inside, a crackling fire. Suddenly, being snowbound with the man she never expected to see again might not be such a bad way to spend a winter's night. So this is 73 pages. My Kindle says I can read it in around an hour and a half. I am a slow reader, which is why I love novellas, especially for this time of year. The next one is by another author that I've read a few of her books this year, and it is Tessa Bailey. The second book in the Under the Mistletoe collection is called Merry Ever After. A single mother working in a thrift store, a gentle giant farmer who can't find jeans that fit. When opposites attract, they find themselves making alterations in more ways than one. Evie Crow is starting over in a strange town with her newborn, and men are the furthest thing from her mind. If only the quiet, hulking farmer, Luke Ward, would stop coming into the thrift shop and piquing her reluctant interest. Evie wants to stay single all the way. She can't trust anything more than friends with holiday benefits. But Luke is in it for the long haul. He's fixed on making this a Christmas Evie will remember forever if she gives him a chance. Excited for this one as well. This one is 59 pages, so it's a little shorter, but another quick read. That's the one thing about novellas that's sad, is once you're finished with it, you're like, wait, I want more in this story. I want more. The third one is called All by My Elf by Olivia Dade. It is 55 pages. It seems like all of these will take around an hour for me to read. Secret crushes, spicy Christmas treats, heinous holiday traffic, and a fateful snowstorm bring good friends together. Nina and William are underpaid adjunct professors at the same university, where winter break is no break at all. 'Tis the season to make extra money, when their holiday side hustle has them stranded by a blinding blizzard in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing to do but cuddle up for warmth and play a hot and bothered game of Never Have I Ever to pass the time. But the game of love secrets never stay secret for long. Bum, bum, bum. I've never read anything by Olivia Dade, but that's another thing I like about these novellas. I feel like I'm rambling on why I enjoy novellas, but another reason I like them is because you can get a little taste of a new author that you may not have read before. The fourth installment of the Under the Mistletoe collection is called Merriment and Mayhem by Alexandria Bellefleur. When Everly Dangerfield's baking disaster necessitates a call to 911, firefighter Griffin Brantley douses the flames in the kitchen, but the ones he stokes in Everly are an entirely different story. Unfortunately, Everly's only visiting and doesn't do casual hookups, no matter how smoldering the temptation. But Everly's holiday mishaps have just begun, and Griffin is seemingly always on call. If Everly is game for a change of plans, he can give her the merriest Christmas of her life. The final novella in the Under the Mistletoe collection is Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Daria. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, especially for a comic book illustrator whose late-night naughty fantasies become real. All Evie Cruz wants for Christmas is a nap. Honestly, that's so real. And maybe some ornaments for her naked Christmas tree. And while she's making a list, she wouldn't mind unwrapping her sexy upstairs neighbor like a present. Luckily, the building Santa themed party and surprise sprig of mistletoe give her just the opening she needs to make all of her wishes come true. Those are the Under the Mistletoe novella collections. Like I said, they are all on KU, which is great. I think I found this from a Instagram story that was shared of like holiday novellas, and as soon as I saw the Ali Hazelwood one, I was like, bingo, I'm in. Next book on my December TBR is by an author that I've never read, which might surprise y'all, but it is My December Darling by Lauren Asher. The cover of this book is so cute, and that's what initially caught my eye. It's just like a very cute gingerbread house. It's adorable. I think we're getting dual POV between Catalina and Luke. So Catalina is her sister's maid of honor, and Luke is the outgoing best man. Seems to be kind of a reverse Grumpy Sunshine, where she's the grumpy and he is the outgoing, livelier person. And the one catch is that Catalina is the maid of honor, like I said, for her sister, but her sister is marrying her ex. So wonder what's gonna happen there. Like I said, hopefully we get some dual POV. It's also a small town story, which I recently have been loving the small town romances. They're just so good. Next book on my December TBR is Snowed In with the Player by Rebecca Jenshak. This story follows our main character, who is supposed to be having a winter weekend with her sister, watching Christmas movies and baking and all of that fun holiday stuff. But then their brother shows up with their entire football team, including their brother's best friend, who our main character secretly has a crush on, and then they get snowed in together. So you can kind of put two and two together about what might happen. I think there are at least 2 other books in this series, which is great. I didn't put them on this TBR just in the off chance that I don't even get to this one. I'm hoping I do. But I haven't put them on this TBR because they're kind of just, they'll be nice to have if I'm able to read them. The next book on my December TBR is Once Upon a Christmas Tree by Lulu Moore. This is another one that when I saw the cover, I was like, that's stunning and I need to read it. We have 2 main characters in this story. We have Alexander and we have Haven. And Alexander is actually a lord from London who is visiting Colorado, where Haven lives on a ranch, and she runs a Christmas tree store because his brother has been left at the altar. So they thought, why not do a little getaway, at least from what I'm getting about the description of the book. Alex does not like Christmas, and Haven is like the all-out Christmas person. So something tells me that she tries to like fix him, try to get him more into the holiday, and maybe she's successful, maybe she's not. We'll just have to see. But that is the next book on my TBR. The last book on my December TBR is Elfemies to Lovers by Jennifer Chipman. Now, enemies to lovers is my favorite trope to read. So when I saw this title, I immediately was in. I didn't even need to know what it was about. I just knew that it included enemies to lovers, so that it was Christmas themed, and bingo. This follows Ivy, who is the daughter of a runaway Christmas elf, and Teddy, who is the son of Santa Claus. I know, just take a moment. Ivy agrees to go on one date with Teddy, and I assume there's a spark because he asks her to come home with him for Christmas to the North Pole. This feels like it's going to be such a fun read, and I'm just really excited to see what happens. I don't know. I feel like it's just I don't want to say the word silly, but it's just gonna, maybe cutesy instead. It's gonna be a cutesy holiday read that you can just cozy up with the fire with some tea and cookies. That is it for my December TBR. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below what you plan on reading this month, whether it's a holiday romance or it's just regular mood reading. I'd love to hear it. Like I also mentioned, if you want a reading vlog on any of these books, let me know as well. I'm hoping these holiday romances will help me catch up with my reading goal, but we shall see at the end of the month and the start of the new year, which is so wild. I have a lot of fun videos planned for the new year, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on them. Follow me on all my social media links, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!